In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 college football games happening on October 31st, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college football games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Northern Illinois versus Central Michigan. Get ready for some Emacedion on Halloween night as the Northern Illinois Huskies hit the road to face the Central Michigan Chippewas. In their recent outings, Northern Illinois secured a home victory against Eastern Michigan, winning 20-13, but failed to cover the 11.5-point spread, while Central Michigan experienced a road loss at the hands of Ball State, falling 24-17 as 5-point road favorites. These two teams faced off last season, with Central Michigan prevailing 35-22 on the road. The Northern Illinois Huskies, boasting a 4-4 season record, are fresh off a 20-13 victory over Eastern Michigan in their most recent game. Although the Huskies trailed 13-10 in the third quarter, they made a comeback by scoring 10 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to secure the win. Northern Illinois outperformed Eastern Michigan, gaining a total of 289 yards to their opponent's 257 and forcing 2 turnovers. In this 3-game winning streak, they also triumphed over Akron and Ohio. The Huskies' offense is averaging 24.3 points per game with 189.3 passing yards and 154.3 rushing yards per game, while maintaining a 42.2% third down conversion rate. Rocky Lombardi has thrown for 1,360 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions this season. Antario Brown has rushed for 676 yards and scored 6 times, while Katper Rutkiewicz has caught 21 passes for 319 yards and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, the Huskies allow an average of 21.3 points per game this year. Central Michigan Chippewas, also holding a 4-4 record this season, recently suffered a 24-17 defeat to Ball State. While they held a 3-0 lead in the first quarter, they trailed 10-3 at halftime. Ball State managed to maintain a 7-point lead throughout the second half, and the Chippewas were outgained by a total of 344-260 while converting just 3 of 13 third downs in the loss. Before the Ball State game, they managed to defeat Akron but lost to Buffalo. The Chippewas offense is averaging 21.8 points per game with 188.4 passing yards and 138 rushing yards per game, along with a 34.5% third down conversion rate. Jace Bauer has thrown for 1,221 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions this season. Miles Bailey has rushed for 360 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Jesse Prewitt III has caught 26 passes for 379 yards and 4 scores. Defensively, the Chippewas allow an average of 29.8 points per game this season. While both teams enter this game with a 4-4 record, Northern Illinois is just 1 game behind Toledo, the division leader. The Huskies have secured 3 consecutive wins, holding their opponents to 14 points or fewer in all 3 games. In Mid-American Conference play, Central Michigan has been inconsistent, alternating between wins and losses, though they haven't shown much sharpness. Central Michigan faced a setback by losing to Ball State, which ranks as the 3rd worst team in the conference, and won against Eastern Michigan and Akron, who are toward the bottom of the standings. Furthermore, Central Michigan is grappling with defensive struggles and has failed to score more than 17 points in 3 consecutive games. Presently, Northern Illinois appears to be the hotter team, riding a wave of momentum into this game. The Huskies have only suffered a 2-point road loss to division leader Toledo and have been on a winning streak since. In this upcoming matchup, Northern Illinois should have the advantage on the ground, especially with Central Michigan coming off a game where they conceded 243 rushing yards while only gaining 99 on their end. Additionally, the Chippewas now have to face one of the conference's top running backs in Antario Brown. who averages 84.5 rush yards per game, making him the only skill player in this game averaging more than 50 yards per game. Comparing the season's third down conversion percentages highlights the disparity, with Northern Illinois at 42.34% and Central Michigan at 33.91%. Despite their strongest performances occurring at home, the Central Michigan Chippewas remain weak in various aspects of the game. Currently, Central Michigan ranks 104th in scoring offense and 101st in scoring defense this season. Northern Illinois, on the other hand, is delivering its best performances this season, with 3 consecutive wins and a defense that could make the difference. Northern Illinois ranks 6th in pass defense and is in the top 50 for scoring defense, allowing an average of just 13 points during their winning streak. So the Northern Illinois Huskies to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Mid-American Conference teams have recently engaged in closely contested, low-scoring battles, and this Halloween night is expected to be no different. Central Michigan has gone under the total in their last 3 games, and Northern Illinois has gone under in both of their last 2 games. The Huskies are well aware of the formula for success in this game: control the line of scrimmage and win the ground battle. Neither quarterback is known for posting big numbers, as neither averages over 175 passing yards per game. Furthermore, the Chippewas have not scored more than 17 points in any of their last 3 games. The Huskies are likely to control the clock and efficiently run the ball, leading to extended drives, and Central Michigan is not equipped with the firepower to make quick comebacks. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Buffalo versus Toledo. On Halloween night, we have a thrilling crossover matchup from the Mid-American Conference in the Buckeye State as the Buffalo Bulls hit the road to face the Toledo Rockets. Buffalo is coming off a convincing 24-6 road victory against Kent State in their last game on October 21st, covering the 6.5-point spread. They had a bye week in the following week. Meanwhile, Toledo secured a hard-fought 21-17 road win over Miami, Ohio on October 21st, covering the 2.5-point spread, and they also enjoyed a bye week. In their historical meetings, the Rockets lead the series 7-6, but the Bulls have won the last 3 encounters, including a 34-27 home win in their most recent clash on October 22, 2022. The Bulls have experienced mixed results in their record this season, but the bright side is that they've won 3 of their last 4 games. Buffalo's offense is averaging 26 points per game, having scored 26 total touchdowns in 8 games. Quarterback Cole Snyder has thrown for 1,532 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Ron Cook leads the rushing attack with 372 yards and 5 touchdowns on 90 carries. In their most recent matchup against Kent State on October 21st, the Bulls faced few issues after the first quarter, securing a 24-6 win. Snyder passed for 195 yards with a touchdown and an interception, while Jacques Barksdale contributed 84 rushing yards, and Marlon Johnson led the receiving with 5 catches for 64 yards. The Toledo Rockets kicked off their season with a 30-28 loss to Illinois but have remained unbeaten since. Toledo is scoring at a remarkable pace this year, averaging 35 points per game with 37 total touchdowns. Quarterback DeQuan Finn has thrown for 1,425 yards, tallying 14 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Penny Boone has carried the ball 124 times for 865 yards and scored 8 times. In their most recent game against Miami, Ohio, Toledo secured a 21-7 win, having held a 21-3 lead in the first half, although they failed to score again. Finn recorded 160 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, while Boone rushed for 73 yards. Anthony Torres was the top receiver with 49 yards and a touchdown on 3 catches. Both teams have performed admirably in conference play this season. Buffalo's resurgence followed a rocky 0-4 start to the season, while Toledo has embarked on a 7-game winning streak after suffering a last-second loss to Illinois at the beginning of the year. The Rockets clinched a hard-fought win over Miami, Ohio on the road in their previous game and now return home for this contest. Toledo has been successful in all 4 of their home games this season, including a couple of narrow victories over San Jose State and Northern Illinois. Buffalo, while on a 2-game road winning streak, faces a tougher test against Toledo compared to Akron and Kent State. The Rockets possess a solid defensive unit and are also proficient offensively. In this matchup, the game's outcome is likely to hinge on the defensive performance, and the Rockets have the upper hand in this regard. Toledo has been stingy on defense, allowing just 20 points per game, and their defense is poised to make a significant impact. Moreover, Toledo's offense is averaging 35 points per game, and their defense is likely to shine yet again. Expect Toledo to set a fast pace and cover the spread. Look for Daquan Finn to excel both through the air and on the ground, leading Toledo to their 8th consecutive win. So the Toledo Rockets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Buffalo has exceeded the total in 4 of their 8 games this season and achieved it in 2 of their last 4 games. In their matchup with Wisconsin on September 2nd, they combined for 55 points, reached 83 points against Louisiana on September 23rd, but managed only 23 points in an overtime win at Akron on September 30th. In their last game against Kent State, they totaled just 30 points against an over-under line of 44 points. On the other hand, Toledo comes into this game after exceeding the total in 5 of their 8 games this season and doing so in 3 of their 4 home games. They scored a combined 74 points in their win over Texas Southern on September 9th, reached 38 points against San Jose State on September 16th, 80 points against Western Michigan on September 23rd, and 68 points in their win over Northern Illinois on September 30th. Buffalo has exhibited stronger defense during conference play, while Toledo has maintained defensive solidity throughout the season. In the last meeting between these two teams, they combined for 61 points, surpassing a 56-point total. This season, the over has occurred in 5 of Toledo's 8 games, while Buffalo's games have split evenly at 4-4. However, the trend shifts in conference play, with the Bulls seeing the under go 4-0, while the Rockets have split at 2-2. Both sides have potent defenses, but their scoring has diminished during conference play. They also feature under-the-radar defenses, allowing a combined average of 35 points in conference games. Although the over has hit in 4 of the last 6 meetings, this is where these teams buck the trend. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.